Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. I want to say thank you to everyone that's listening so far, and a special thanks to those who have followed me on Twitter and left me a message, or those who've left me a comment on YouTube. It's been a pretty rough week for me, so getting those messages really motivates me to make more episodes, even when I'm not feeling my best. So Spotify has been pretty good with keeping stats, giving me some feedback. It showed me that we're slowly and steadily getting some followers and some streams and all that stuff. But Apple Podcasts, on the other hand, is showing me absolutely nothing. And it's funny because I thought that Apple Podcasts would be better than Spotify. There's probably a bunch of you guys listening on Apple Podcasts, but they're just not showing me any stats. Every time I try to log on to look at some stats, it just says that there's not enough data. And there's just no way. I don't understand how Spotify has enough data to show me who's listening, but Apple Podcast doesn't. I'll just deal with it though, it's fine. Let me know if you guys are listening on Apple Podcasts, because there's got to be somebody listening on there. But anyway, on to the podcast. I want to tell you guys about something I love to watch on YouTube. It's prank videos. My favorite people to watch is called Nelk. Nelk. They're hilarious to me. They do crazy stuff and they have no care in the world. Let me see if I can look up some of the videos they've done. Just give me 1 second. Okay, here's some. You got beefing fighters in the UFC gym, screaming on the golf course, using the toilet in public, beefing Eagles fans, and screaming at the gym. Those are just a couple. They've got hundreds of videos, just crazy things that you just don't do, but they do it anyway. So yeah, they're just going to random people and just almost trying to get on their nerves. And then they confront them after nothing's even wrong. They're not doing anything wrong, but they know they're doing something wrong. But yes, I love watching these videos. They're so entertaining for me. I could watch them for hours and hours. And I've thought about it a lot. I think a big reason why I am addicted to watching these videos is because deep down I really want to be able to do this. To do the same things that Nelk is doing on YouTube. The thing is, there's no way in a million years that I would actually be able to do what they're doing. Because to do what they're doing, you have to not care one single bit what people think. I've seen videos about these guys that go into gigantic lecture rooms in colleges and scream at the whole class or do something just ridiculous in front of all those people. And then once they finish the prank and leave the lecture room, they look like they're not even fazed. They don't even care about what just happened. It's crazy. But yeah, I think I watch these videos because it's something that I actually would want to do. But I've also noticed that these videos are on the extreme end of what I would want to do. This would take a lot of practicing, a lot of getting used to people being mad at you. You gotta not care. So I wanted to see if I could find videos that are kind of on the opposite of the extreme end, on the very light end. Things I could actually do right now if I just get a little bit of a push or motivation. So I started looking for YouTube videos of people just talking to strangers and trying to strike up a conversation. And there was a few videos, but not much at all. There's not really a YouTube channel like Nelk for just talking to strangers. There's a lot of pickup artists out there that just record themselves like flirting with girls out on the street. So that's not really what I'm looking for. So yep, there was nothing really on YouTube. So I went to podcasts because I love podcasts. And let me open up the podcast app real quick. I found this one that apparently like just came out. And it's like genuine conversations with people, like random people. She's got one in an Uber. She's just talking to the Uber. And then one where she's like with her dog and talks to another person that has a dog. It's just normal life stuff, which is like, I feel like I need to see that. I need to start seeing that it's okay to like talk to random people on the street when the situation allows it. So definitely check out this podcast. It's called Talking to Strangers. The author is Stephanie Thompson. So yeah, help her feel supported because I need her to keep making more podcasts. I feel like this would be good for me for sure. And the podcast has actually inspired me a little bit. This might be something I want to do with this podcast in the future. Maybe go out and buy one of those mics that you hook up on your shirt or something, hide it under your jacket, just record some conversations with strangers. Because right now I don't ever want to talk to strangers, but maybe doing this will actually motivate me to start doing it. Then I'll start getting more comfortable with doing it. And I also think it's a good thing for the podcast going forward, because I'm the type of person that doesn't like to record in front of people. Like right now, I wait for my parents to leave and go to work before I start recording. And then soon I'm actually moving back to college in a different area. And I'll have roommates, so there might not be a lot of time where I can record with no one else at the apartment or the house, wherever I end up living. So hopefully, instead of letting the podcast die because of the situation, I can actually leave the apartment or the house and go out and start talking to strangers and having that be part of the podcast. It's a college where there's a lot of people. It's in a very populated area, so it's a good opportunity for me to talk to people. But that's the new thing I'm trying. Listening to podcasts, or even still looking for YouTube videos that people are just having conversations with strangers. I notice a lot that if I'm out doing something and if a stranger says hi to me, or if I on the rare occasion say hi to them, then after that happens, I usually feel a lot more confident and a lot more lively. So there's got to be something good that comes out of talking with strangers. I just need the extra motivation to go and do it. Let's see, maybe I can get some motivation right now. Let me hop on Google real quick. Why should you talk to strangers? Alright, let's go to this third article. 10 reasons you should talk to strangers. Let's get it. Number 1, faster commutes. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I've also noticed that for sure. If you're in a bus with people, sitting down next to someone, you start talking to them, that bus ride's going to be a whole lot quicker because you're not just sitting there. Talking about something that interests you, and when you're having a good time, usually time goes faster. So, I mean, that's an obvious one, but it's a good one. Improve networks. Talking to strangers provides endless opportunities to enhance your own personal and professional networks. That's a good one too. I mean, you can run into people that have the same interests as you, and then you end up connecting. Long-term friendships can come out of it. Better confidence, that's what I was just talking about. I feel a lot more confident even if I just say hi to someone. So number 4, become more assertive. Yeah, for sure. If you start talking to someone randomly, just out of nowhere, that's going to improve your assertiveness. It must. Be a better listener. I mean, if you're actually listening to the people that you talk to the strangers you talk to, and you work on it, then you become a better listener. Create stronger connections with people is number 6. Yeah, I feel like that goes along with number 2, the improved networks. And number 7 is relatable advice. Oh yeah. There's always times when I'm out doing something and I am confused or have a question or something, but I'm too scared to go ask someone. A lot of people probably have the answers for you. You just gotta go ask them. Fresh perspectives, for sure. There's gonna be a lot of people that are different from you, and talking to strangers is a good way to expand your horizon, see what other people are thinking. Number 9 is unexpected ideas. Talking to strangers can provide you with endless inspiration for old problems and generate new ideas. Yeah, sure. Okay, number 10. Random acts of kindness. Man, this is getting cheesy. That's self-explanatory, so we're done. That was a kind of cool article. Kinda cool. Okay, I'm done talking now. Thanks for listening, and let me know what you guys think about me going out and talking to strangers as part of the podcast.